Frankly, in the game localization community, we just don't have enough events where we all come together and share knowledge in this kind of way. And so I think that this event was really important for that, and I'd just love to see it continue. My name is Kate Edwards. I am the CEO and Principal Consultant of Geogrify, which is my own consulting company that focuses on content culturalization, and I am based in the Seattle area. I've been working in this field for about 30 years now, 25 of which in video games itself. I got involved in doing culturalization work for games because, based on my background as a geographer, I started working at Microsoft as a cartographer for Card Encyclopedia way back in 1992, and one thing led to another, and I eventually ended up being at Microsoft for 13 years, where I created an internal team called Geopolitical Strategy, and my responsibility was to protect the company against political and cultural risk across all the products, which included all the games. And since I've been a lifelong gamer, it was basically the perfect job for me, and so I've been doing it ever since. I think the topics I like the most at the Game Global Summit this year, certainly the cultural topics, because that's near and dear to the work that I do, not only culturalization, but also dealing with cross-cultural teams, which is a big part of the work that we do. Since game development is a global enterprise, it's a global collaboratively created art form. We have to work with other teams all around the world, not just localization teams, but I mean development teams, creative teams. I think having that understanding is super important. And so when the topics were centered on that, around like how do we, as people who are responsible for the international adaptation of the content, how do we work not only with the creatives, but also with the teams that are distributed around the world in many different time zones? Well, I think a big way that the Game Global Summit can really help the game localization community is, first of all, having a focal point for discussions. That's super important, just like we used to have the Localization Summit at the Game Developers Conference. Having events like this where professionals can come together face-to-face is critically important to building our skill sets, to exchanging knowledge between one another. I mean, sure, we can do that online, but it's never as effective as in person. So I think the more that we can have events that bring people together, face-to-face, the more productive that's going to be for everybody.